Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Bull Trades with Anam. Today we are going to talk about a very popular brand called Nike. So, you all know that the Nasdaq is at all-time high, and all the popular top 7 companies like Microsoft, Apple, Google, everything is trading at lifetime high. So this is one of the rare opportunities where we are able to, uh, where we are going to invest in a company which is the best and number one in its league, and is posing a good opportunity for us to maybe consider it for investment at this point of time. I will quickly go through the fundamentals of Nike along with its we will also analyze its financials and also its balance sheet along with the chart pattern, and see whether it makes sense for us to purchase Nike at this point of time. So I just have the Wikipedia open in front of me, and we will quickly go through the brand and a little bit of history about this as well. So Nike is an American athletic footwear and apparel corporation headquartered in Oregon, United States. Its revenue is in excess of $46 billion, and this company has been around for about 50-60 years. So it was founded in 1964. So again, the same theory applies, that this company has been around for quite some time, knows how to do business, has been in existence, has seen change in governance, change in styles, change in the market, everything, and still has sustained and remained at the top. And these are its products, which are mentioned over here. So they've got a couple of brands, which is Nike Golf, Nike Pro, Blazers, Air Force One, Nike Dunk, Air Max, skateboarding, and of course they've got subsidiaries, which is the famous Air Jordan, as well as they've acquired Converse. And besides this, they also own other brands, which are Cole Haan, Umbro, and Hurley International. And the symbol, of course, is very well known. It has a great recall value in terms of branding. So again, a couple of little bit in history as well. So we know this, the famous waffle sole story has been described over here, and how it came into existence. Um, if there is some history about the acquisitions as well, we just spoke about it. And an interesting part here, which is mentioned right from 2005 till 2023, we've got some data, and we can continuously see, they've got continuous growth in revenue in $1 million. It is mentioned over here as 13,740, and it has continued to increase throughout all these years, and it is now standing at 51,217. And even now, when we check the revenue of this company, it is at lifetime high. So it's never been this high. Of course, there has been some impact of COVID, which we can see over here. There was a decline in the net income in 2020, which was, which we can understand, it's nearly halved over here. And then there has been sort of rebounds or a comeback, which is expected in 2024, especially after inflation cools off and people have a little more of discretionary income to maybe buy another pair of shoes, get into purchasing uh, you know more of their, maybe of the famous sports brand, so to speak. Also, in terms of employee size, you can see the company has been continuously growing. But just to improve their bottom line, there is a good initiative which Nike has taken. Unfortunately, yes, it's not very good for people who will be suffering, but yes, I think the bottom line will improve quite a lot if they are planning about 2 billions in cuts. So they've already explained that about 400 to 450 million dollars has been is primarily associated with an employee severance cost, because they are planning a good number of layoffs in the couple of more months to come. And they are expecting an annual increase in net income because of all the actions that Nike plans to take to ensure that they are profitable, they are on the right path, and doing the right thing. So yeah, here we can quickly go through the website as well. I have already mentioned the different the different brands that they've got, and also they are they are very much relevant in each and every sport. So they've got apparels, clothing, and sport as well, sports equipments, as well as accessory and accessories and equipments, so to speak. And as we just spoke, it is the world's topmost recognizable shoe brands. So Nike comes at number one. So what is the most popular shoe brand in the world? Nike. So it has a very good brand image, it has its target audience, and everything is in place. There is only the it's only the number game right now, and as soon as inflation is in control, the interest rates go a little lower. As soon as the common man is moving towards purchasing, is has a little more purchasing power, they surely Nike is going to bounce back. Now we will quickly go through the financial statement of this company as well. Looking at the income statement, I think we've already seen it in the Wikipedia page as well. But so far, the revenue still is the highest ever, close to highest ever, and their annual they close their annual business in May. So again, another 2 months to go, but still their trailing 12 months revenue is quite high. But unfortunately they still, as I mentioned, the gross profit is suffering quite a lot because of increased cost of goods, increased prices, inflation, so to speak, and that has impacted the net income. But of course, it is a big brand. They know how to turn things around, and they will figure it out eventually. And this is one of the companies, or one of the brands that you could invest in, just relax. And also, an interesting part is, just because of the price at this point of time, the PE is just at 30.52. I mean, a company like Nike could easily trade at between 60 to 70 of PE, but I think this is a very attractive PE at this point of time, especially when you see in this 1 year's time range. I think it's on the lower side, and the higher side would be close to, like, maybe 35, 40 in 3 years, I think. So let's just see 5 years data, and it clearly shows that it could command like maybe a 60 or a 70 PE easily, and it's on the lower side ever since the inflation has hit the market, and it has continued to be in this range ever since end of 2021. So now we are going to look at the technical chart, and whether it makes sense for us to purchase this particular company at this point of time. And we can see that the lifetime high of this particular stock was at this level. Let's just quickly mark it over here, and we will place a line over here. Okay, so it was close to $179, and the current market price is 107. And if there is a turnaround, which I see likely happening in this year, and falling into a little bit of 2025 as well, this definitely has a chance. Nike has a chance to bounce back to its all-time high prices. They already at their trailing 12 months highest ever revenue. It's just about net income that they have to manage. The bottom line needs to be improved, and efforts are already being taken, which is clearly seen. And this is the it has complete potential to reach its lifetime high. And talking about technical chart patterns, just on a very immediate basis, you can see a cup with handle forming over here, and there was a breakout which we could see. Let me quickly mark it for you. um, This is the cup and this is the handle that we can see. And if you mark the depth of this particular chart, we can clearly see that there was a good profit margin of about there is a good gap of uh, about 19% which could have been filled, and definitely this price was moving towards that particular mark. But again, there are operators, there are big players, mutual fund houses, as well as high net worth individuals who are running the show, and can also see and analyze these things in terms of good brands and good companies like Nike. So there was a very tough push down, and there was a good quite selling which we can see over here, and the price was further pushed down, and again there was some sort of a purchasing which kept going on. Again the price was kept at a very low range, and there was a tight range in which the prices were more or less the same, and there was a continuous purchasing which happened over here. And finally the bulls have pushed the prices over here, where you can see that the size of this particular candle, the green candle, is engulfing the red candle and showing a great deal of strength, which is indicative that purchasing is over. Whatever this particular stock would have had to bear in terms of the bears pulling it down is over, and there is a good sign of recovery from here. If And now, just considering this particular target from 107, we can consider 132 to be we could reach this target pretty easily from now on, especially since there was a breakout and confirmation of this particular pattern. In the long term, there is another very good chart pattern which is in formation, which is complex or a reverse head and shoulder pattern which we can see, and it can be formed. The chart could follow this particular pattern. Maybe in some days there could be some sort of a resistance at 128, followed by maybe one or two handles, and eventually the price is going to go up to its eventual price over here. And if we mark uh, this particular depth from the neckline, that the target comes to 169, which is about 58% from the current market price. So these are the targets which we can look at in terms of Nike, maybe on a short term basis, or on a long term, on a mid term basis, or and definitely, I mean, these are the kind of companies that you would want to invest in. It's especially since it's a market leading company. Number one, they know their business, they know the company, they know the market, and they understand how to do business. They have been in existence for a good number of years, and they will continue to be at the top. Also, as I mentioned, that the prices have been pushed down. So I would just wanted to quickly highlight there has been good purchasing in the past couple of days, and that can be clearly seen when you go to daily chart pattern and observe that anything and everything which is available at whatever cost just before the closing price of at 3:59 p.m. Everything is purchased with a very high volume, and accumulated by whoever is sitting with a long term vision. And similarly, as I mentioned, there was a very high purchasing throughout, and similar thing has been observed even when you see over here at the start or the end of the day. There was again a very high purchasing at 3:59 the previous day, as well as the day prior to that. So it's been going on and on. So it's very a good indication that you are at the right track, and even the operator is purchasing along with you at this point of time. And this is a good company to invest in, and a good target to have at this point of time. So yeah. But yeah, again, this is not a recommendation. Please do your due diligence before purchasing into before going ahead with any sort of purchase. And my recommendation always is going to be not to allocate more than 3% in any of the stocks, whether even if it's the best stock in the world, whether it's Apple, whether it's Microsoft, whatever company it is. Do not go more than 3 to 5%. Do not have more than 20 to 33 stocks in your portfolio. This is good enough portfolio for you to have, so that you can make sure that you are analyzing them on a quarterly basis, on a daily basis. You are able to see the chart pattern, you are able to read about it, and figure out ways to go ahead with it. So this is my 2 cents on Nike. I am an investor, I am a buyer till all time high, and hopefully and yes, of course, I mean, one more thing, that the prices may not just rush up to where you want it to be. It would always be a journey of this sort. I mean, there is going to be a higher low which is continuously going to be formed, and eventually the price is going to reach its lifetime high. That is for sure. In companies like these, it's just a matter of time and holding tight as the stock takes its own due course. So until next time, we still have couple of more stocks which are market leading in their respective fields, but still trading at lifetime low. Try to identify those and work on, study the chart pattern, study the financials as well as the business. So once all three parameters are fulfilled, we can always think about purchasing that particular stock. So I think this video has gotten too long. So I will catch up with you guys again. Until next time, goodbye.